Hey guys, today we're going to talk about why most real estate agents fail to make it past that first year. There is a factory of real estate agents. It's a very low barrier entry to get in. It's about 120 hours in most states to get a real estate license. Now that being said, there's a lot of money in real estate. So people think, oh, it's the easiest thing in the world. I'm going to dive in, I'm going to win, and I am going to be a real estate agent, do it part-time, do it when I want, own my own business. So let's dive into the deep details of why most agents fail. And I want you to think about what you're doing to make sure that you're successful as we talk about these. So the number one thing that I would say most real estate agents fail for is training. Now, when I first started, I dove into a brokerage, and it was a big box store that tons of people know about. They're known for their training. Guess what? The training was horrid. They had people that were trying to train realtors that sell 3 to 5 homes a year. Now, the reason they do that is because they can't pay a high-end agent enough money to want to go and spend their time training new agents. Now, that being said, you've got to find someone that's incentivized to want to train you, and then go get that best training, or in reality, pay for a coach. But training is essential, because if you don't get trained, you're never going to be able to sell at a high level, and you've got to get trained from people that are selling where you want to be at. So if you want to sell $30 million in real estate, you can't go and meet with someone that sells 10. Get with someone that sells $30 million in real estate, and then learn every tip and trick that you could possibly learn on how they're doing it. Duplicate, rip off what they're using, make it you, and then go aggressively at accomplishing those goals. So number one is training. Always going to be training. You've got to learn how to do it. Number two, work ethic. I think the biggest thing that happens in an office space is agents get into an office and they start chatting, and they kick back, or they don't show up to work, or it's more of a community social event in most brokerages that I've seen than actual work. So when they show up at the office, they feel like they're at work. They're not at work. They're not in work until they're actually picking up a phone or knocking on a door. In my case, you've got to be contacting before you start working. So make sure when you show up to work, you don't count walking in the office part of your work hours. Work does not start until you're getting in front of clients that is going to bring you a commission. So make sure your work ethic is through the roof, and that you hold yourself accountable to that, because no one else will. A lot of these brokerages build a community where people network together. I was the antisocial at my brokerage. And so when I first started my first year, in order for me to sell 89 homes that first year, I literally came in, walked in my office door, shut my door, locked it behind me, I tinted my windows, and I went to work. I was doing my follow-up. I was preparing my scripts. I was getting ready to go out and knock. And I did not want to be bothered by somebody else, because guess what? As much as I love the people I work with, if I'm not working, I'd much rather be home with my family, out with my friends, doing the things that I want to be doing. So make sure number two priority is that you are working and not talking. Number three, contacts. You have got to be hitting enough contacts to hit your goal. The average real estate agent makes 7 contacts a week. You guys, that is horrid. That means they're asking people, have you ever considered buying or selling a home or investing in real estate, about 1.2 times a day. How in the world can you consider that work? So get out there, talk to people, and I don't care if you're doing it through social media. I don't care if you're doing it through cold calling. I don't care if you're knocking doors, calling friends and family, dealing with your sphere of influence. You have got to be contacting and connecting with people, or you will fail in this industry. So reach out, network, contact, and keep a database. Make sure you're following up. That's something I've been working on heavily, and I've got a really cool idea. If you need the best database in the world, I've got the one for you. I didn't use a database my first 5 years in the industry, and it's cost me a lot of money over time. But I outworked everybody else with the number of contacts that I had. And so people, make sure you're getting enough contacts. And then the last one I'm going to talk about is customer service. Most people are not giving customer service when it comes from a real estate agent, so they don't get the business. So be positive about what you do the contacts, and then give great service. If you say you're going to call somebody, call them. If you've got an appointment, show up. If you are going to send them material about their house or about what the market's doing, or if you're going to hold a seminar, make sure you're present, that you're prepared, that you're ready to give that seminar. But you've got to show up and make sure that your clients are having a world-class experience with your transaction coordinator, that your paperwork's done right, that you're smiley and happy and energetic and knowledgeable. That's customer service as well. A lot of people don't think that, but it is. And you have got to also be able to do the research to where they trust you. That's customer service. You guys, all of these things built into one is customer service. Now, when you think about this, I want you to think about a couple of hotel chains. The Ritz-Carlton. If you've ever stayed at the Ritz-Carlton, it is fancy, it's nice. They are literally giving you a world-class experience. Now, if you stay at the Days Inn, yes, you're gonna get some good waffles, and it's probably gonna be a little bit more grungy and not gonna be near the experience. So if you want people to come back to you and give you the biggest commission checks you will ever get, because you're selling the most expensive thing that anyone will ever sell in their life, you've got to give them a Ritz-Carlton experience. And that is done through many aspects of customer service. So let's recap really quick and make sure that you guys know exactly how to win the business. You've got to do training. Make sure you're getting your training on. You've got to work. So weird. Don't just show up. You've got to give your contacts. You've got to get 200 a week. That's 40 a day, folks. It's not that much. And then you've got to provide crazy good service. Guys, I'd love to teach more about all of this stuff to you. Like and subscribe to my channel here, and then check us out at www.reald2d.com for more information. Have a great day.